G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. Big smile on my face because it's that time of year in Melbourne where it's winter, and starting to collect all my Japanese maple seedlings, getting them out of the ground and having a look, and they're nice and young and healthy. But this is a good thing for this video is what I do now, and hopefully it helps also beginners mainly. I get a lot of questions about starting and how you started and what do you do with this kind of stuff. Really, they're just twigs, aren't they? They're really just, some are really small, some are a bit bigger, some are longer, things like that. They're all Japanese maples, standard Japanese maples. I have a few bigger ones and so on. This is only about a quarter, pretty much what I've got dug out. I've still got a lot more. But what I like to do with this kind of stuff, now sometimes I look for 1 or 2 to 10 or whatever it is, really good movement ones that I'll keep as single trees. But a lot of these I now combine into multi-trunk trees, multi-trunk groups, and I'll go about doing something with them as a multi-trunk, 2-trunk, 3-trunk, or 4-trunk. Sometimes 7, but that's a bit harder to do when they're this small. But you never know. Like, I always go for odd numbers as well. The only problem I have is when I put these together, I do occasionally get 1 or 2 that die. One that dies in a group of 5 is annoying because you get 4, things like that. So you have to find another tree to put them in to replace. But it is what it is. We will deal with that when we come here. But this is about how I prepare this material and then how I put it together and how I combine it and what I do with it. Okay, you can see plastic pots over there. I just got good old potting mix, just standard potting mix. Down here at my feet, I've got maples here as well, and I also have wire, off cuts, anything that you've some people recycle. I occasionally recycle aluminium only. Just whatever you got spare lying around, you need some. So bit of wire, your maples of course, plastic pots, good old potting mix. I don't use bonsai mix unless it's I've recycled it and mixed it up, but I haven't done my repotting this year yet of my bonsai plants, bonsai trees. They're in pots. I haven't done that repotting, so I haven't got anything spare in terms of soil. So I've just got a good old fashioned potting mix, nothing special. Whatever you get at the Bunnings for us, or whatever hardware store you guys have got over there, pretty straightforward. But let's have a look at some of this stock. Now this is just for the excitement of how much I've got. Like there's tons here. Look, see, it's all fallen back. You can see tons and tons. So kind of things you got to prepare some of the roots. So let's get some of these out of the way. Now the other thing is I've dug these out yesterday, and I've just soaked them in water pretty much, wet them overnight, and now I'm getting stuck into them. They're okay. They're dormant, so they're not going to do much. All right. So typically this is what happens. I've got to find my tools. Okay. Alright, so the other thing, nice, sharp, heavy scissors and my knob cutter or branch cutters. Alright, now this is what normally happens. See how there's a big taproot? This big ugly thing right here. That's the first thing I have to get rid of. Now then I look for some roots around here. Some nice roots up here and one over here. There's not a huge amount, but I can't really have anything underneath that. So that's all I leave. You can barely see any. See that? That's all I leave, and that's the tree. I don't cut the top yet. I just leave it because what happens is this dies back usually. So I'll leave it like that. It's one thing, one little tree. Okay. Got another one that's a bit more but still it's a big taproot. Can you see the taproot? You see the big taproot? Like I could plant it like that and cut that off, but really only these roots down here are going to be any good. So I might actually do that here. Okay, maybe I'll leave that. Again, leave the top, so it can die back. Now all I'm looking for, so I've got 2 that are kind of the same size-ish. I'm going to try and maybe look for something a bit bigger, maybe a straighter one. Let's have a look at this. Oh, so here we go, here's another one. See how unfortunately the taproots, got to get rid of them. Don't be scared. Some of these long ones can go too. I have to probably cut it off here. Okay, and hopefully we can get something happening with this later. But that's a nice size. So if I've got those 3, what I like to try and do then is I put them in a way that could be interesting. So I might put them in crevices, or I try to find some way to fit them in together nicely, that they kind of fit in and make a nice little triple. So that's a triple. Okay, that's a 3 trunk little triple possible, tree. Three trees. I haven't really done anything else except just grouped them together. Haven't wired them. I don't need to. All I need this to do is survive. Okay, I've done the minimum. What I had to do with there's not much roots. So I've just done the basics. Okay, now I'm just going to get a piece of wire. Sorry, I won't go off camera. I just get a piece of wire and pretty much tie these three trees at the base, right at the base, because I just want these to survive, right? Now, cut the excess off. Alright, there's 3 little maples in a group. And that's the roots. And that's what I've just done. I've created a little 3 trunk, multi-trunk. Nice and simple. Don't worry about the top, who cares? Just let it survive. Now I get a pot. I usually just put them in something nice and deep so they can just grow roots. Potting mix, bang, in it goes, done. Alright. I'll just do the potting mix off camera. Anyway, bang, done, one's done. That's the 3 trunk group. A really nice trees. Pretty much easy peasy. Okay, was that really hard, guys? Not really. Now it's just a matter of waiting, letting it recover, letting it shoot in over. I won't touch this for 6 months, pretty much. It's mid-July now in Melbourne, so I wouldn't even just let it do what it does over spring. Probably have a look in December. Any good? It's great, beautiful. Let's start trimming it if we need to. Okay, but that's it. Nice, simple 3 trunk group, no problem. Just goes into the garden somewhere where I can water it. Let's do another one quickly. I'll just speed up maybe I'll do a time lapse quickly, and we'll try and put something together. Or everyone, and you probably saw that quickly. I did a little just a 5 tree group. This one I've spread a little bit. It's still tied in, but I've just spread it out. Hopefully the trunks will do something, and we'll wait and see. So whilst I was cutting all the other ones before, I found this guy, for example. Now this one has potential to be a nice little tree on its own. So you see it's got movement. It's got a nice spread already of roots at the base. So these ones I try and put separately. So I'll just get a nice little pot, just to get it to recover. Bang, in it goes, and it's in it by itself. So I don't really have to do too much to that one, just straight in. Okay, so kind of went a bit nuts with all the repotting. I did try and put one group together like here. It's a bit of a convoluted mess, but it's all in place. But what happens when things start growing, I start to maneuver the trunks a little just to get them in the right place, but no big deal. But just so you can see, this is, I counted 85 Japanese maple seedlings that have just gone into these pots. Now, I found a couple interesting trunk ones, which I've kept it aside. For example, you can't probably see much, but That's actually got some really nice movement in it. It's kept that guy on its own. I found this crazy one, but I won't be able to show you the base how twisted it is. It's really quite twisted, but nothing really too fancy. I'll put some nice little triples together and a couple more bigger groups. There's a couple of sevens. This one isn't too bad. I'll just be careful. This one isn't too bad. It's a 7 group or 9. I can't remember. 7 or 9. 9. Looks like 9 in there. So that's not a bad little group there too. But now, aftercare is just leave them alone. Put them somewhere in the garden. Water them. Leave them alone. I don't even want to look at them until 6 months time. But I will look at them, of course, see if they're shooting. If you have a trunk die and so on, big deal. Just leave it. Don't touch the other trees. You never know how it all comes about. The one thing I forgot to say is the wire. You know how I put wire around the base of the trunks? The other reason I do that, now I'm sure the more experienced people know, a lot of people might know this, but the main reason I did that also, not just to hold the trunks together, but if I leave these trees for a couple of years in these pots and they grow pretty vigorously and strong, that wire cuts into the trunks and pretty much ground layers, not air layers, ground layers, those trunks forming new roots. Now, because you saw the roots are pretty ugly on all these seedlings, having that option, hopefully, that option of ground layering these trees actually makes a better tree. So then what you get when you eventually want to take these out and repot, you just cut underneath the wire and all those beautiful roots on top, and it's made a nice root split. So that's another reason I do the wire. Now, this is 85 trees. I've got another batch that I dug up. I reckon it's double that at least. So I'm going to be busy, but this is this lot. If I find some good trees or good seedlings in there, probably ones or something that are really nice, I'll show you. But pretty much this is the same process that I go through. Put them together, group them together in 3, 5, 7, 9s. Single trees, find the really good ones and keep them separate because they'll eventually be really nice trees on their own. But other than that, the wire is key, so it keeps the trunks together and can eventually ground layer. Hopefully that helps you guys, especially the newer people. Don't be scared. You saw how I chop back on these maples. That's what I do. If they die, there's 85 of them. I'll probably get 90% success rate at least. I don't lose more than 10%, I reckon. But yeah, go for it. I hope you enjoy. Alright, just so you weren't kidding, I wasn't kidding. Here is 210 seedlings in the other pack. So 85, 210, close to 300 seedlings. That's pretty awesome. So if you can see me behind all the seedlings, amazing. Anyway, so there's through another 210 I'm going to get through. Probably won't get to it tonight. It's getting a bit late. So what I tend to do is cover these up with some sort of old sheet or something, and wet it so everything stays wet underneath. So it's ready for tomorrow morning. So I'll see how many I'll get through tonight. But there's some good trunks in this one. There's some bigger trunks, slightly bigger ones than the previous one, but there's a lot of trees. And they're a bit taller, these ones, so all good. Alright everyone, so I will show you, do a quick walk around of all the maples that I've done. But this is probably the most interesting one I found. It's just very simple. It looks like a twin trunk. It actually was. It was fused in the ground. So 2 seedlings grew, and they're a bit straight, but that's okay. But it was good to know that it was actually a twin trunk. And the bases on these two are pretty nice. So looking good. They'll look pretty good to be a nice, interesting tree. Found a few other interesting single pieces, but mostly they'll group together in bunches of 3, 5, 9, 11 even. I've done one, but I'll give you a little quick walk around of where they are, and that'll be it. So there is the whole mess of all done in amongst the trees, all the weeds. There's some more, there's a few more, there's a few more, there's a few more. So you can just see I've just left them there. I'll water them in and that'll be it. And hopefully they'll be nice and growing, and I'll show you updates in the spring season. See you for now. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye.